Now we're going to Tome alone. Let's get right into it after I blow my nose. It was funny. It was good. It was nice. I swear this happens every time. Anyway, Tome alone. Let's go to it right now. Case summary. Dooley suggested a visit to the library. Must have seen the strange storm gathering over it. Okay. Tome alone. A nice little soundtrack. Okay, what's the case, Dooley? Fill me in. Case? No, I have some overdue books to drop back. Is that purple swirling vortex thing above the building has nothing to do with why we're here? Oh, come on now, detective. You're hardly going to arrest the weather. The things you'll try to do to justify this department. Let's get this over with. Black. This is a library. A helpful plaque. These statues make me uncomfortable. They're not very welcoming. They should at least be reading a book or wearing glasses or something. Before this was the library, it was where the mayor kept her line collection. Oh right, that clears that up. So, size, statue, squad car. How many cases do we need to solve, do you think, to get a car that doesn't leak in the rain? Keeps us fresh. Sharp even. Fines? For being late? How are books late? It's not like they have places to be. You're not the librarian or... You're not charming your way out of this, Patrick. Rules are rules. Should we come to some kind of arrangement? Do you have any parking tickets you want to see go bye-bye? Dooley, are you trying to bribe your way out of a fine? No? Here's an arrangement for you. I'll drop your fines if you arrest that troublesome kid. Kid? The one who's responsible for the storm? And, you know, the ghosts. Ghosts? What? Silence. Shh! Well, we got what was coming. Talk to the library. What were we saying about ghosts? The place is haunted. You know, the usual stuff. The usual? Flickering lights, floating books, strange noises, eerie purple storms. It's chasing off the readers. And you say Kid is to blame. He's the only one here often enough. Suspiciously often, if you ask me. I'll look into it. Do, or else I'll call a pair of oddball priests and or a questionable ghost-busting startup to come fix this. Questionable ghost-busting startup. Nice. What books did Dooley borrow? He had Rules to Rave to Roswell, New Mexico, where the aliens really experiment on us. And The Law, what is it and do we really need it? Hey, what happened to librarian reader privilege? Not a real thing, buddy. I take it you gave up on the law book? Not enough pictures. What's that you're reading? Skylight, the heartbreaking tale of a girl who falls in love with a reverse vampire. Of a what now? A reverse vampire? He can only come out during the day. I'm at the part where it's her prom night and he promised to take her, but the clocks went forward and I was on at night. What happens if he goes out at night? He gets really sleepy. Sounds interesting. What? Sounds awful, detective. If you need anything else, I'll be here. Unless I'm not. Yep, that's true. Computer, flashing lights. Even the lamp is flickering. Photocopier. An old photocopier. I can't imagine this gets much use. Oh, it does. When you renew your card each year, Doors takes a photocopy of your butt for the records. Everyone's butt? Just mine, now that I think of it. That's the price of working out, I guess. I got this for Doors last time I had to get out of paying fees. I'm gonna leave it, I'm gonna have to up the ante this time. Skylight. October. Oh, Doris taped a picture of herself over the main, female character. Computer. The computer seems to be broken. It's not broken, it's hollow, so they can store more books in it. Wood rack. Looks like some of these coats have been here for years. We should go through their pockets. You know, for evidence. Received button. Button. Bin. Roses are red. Violets are blue. Right? Roses are red. Violets are blue. Your learning rights are revoked due to books overdue. Ah, that was a nice poem, Julie. I really enjoy the access to secret areas this job gets us. Staff only, not on our watch. That's really silly. Oh. Elevator. Looking lights. These brownouts seem like they'd make for frustrating reading conditions. An old elevator? Where's the staircase? We have none. There was a fire, and ironically the fire escape was the only thing that was destroyed. Horror has been taken off, but we can put the button there. I don't have the skills to wire up a normal button, never mind this one. Horror, reading room, hobby, sci-fi and fantasy, children, reception. Okay, let's go to sci-fi and fantasy. Children. Plant! What odd leaves this plant has. That's just the dead tree where Doris dries her stockings. What? A statue. Don't blink. That's a Doctor Who reference. Don't blink. Children's section. Yeah, sure. Oh, sci-fi fantasy. Let's check out sci-fi fantasy first. Chessboard. What a great game, eh? Yeah, funny looking draughts pieces there. I don't know what draughts is, but I know that these are chess pieces. If we lived in medieval times, we'd be living the adventures of Darkside Bailiff and his squire Dooley. Non tales of the sad adventurer. Rocket. I wanted to be an astronaut when I was younger, until I found out that they had to go into space. Looks like some of the rocket's aluminium is coming up. That could be useful. Received a metal strip. Sci-fi books. Fantastic orbits. Drowned in moonlight, strangled by her own bra. That was weird. How convenient. I'd have expected to go through a series of semi-logical puzzles to get this. You received old library card. Nice. Let's see. Sorry. I just can't breathe. It's not been getting much better. Anyway. Little Devon. What about this one? The words are short and I think I can read the whole book from cover to the other cover. Oh, is that suitable for my age range? I read a book about books for my age range, and they're all books about boys and wizards and talking dogs. Okay, I'll try. I hope I like it because I've read all the books about boys and wizards and talking dogs in here. Letters. A, B, C, as easy as 4, 5, 6. Bent. Viewmaster. A Viewmaster? I loved those as a kid. I'll take this in, see if I can find a use. Sounds like these that I miss walking the beat. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, we're gonna vent because we're the imposter. There's a cold draft coming from the vent. That can't be good for this kid's health. Dinosaur. The dust is wrong under this. Makes me think it was moved recently. Hope I get to have a pet robot someday. Too many responsibilities. Feeding it, rubbing its belly, teaching it to overthrow humanity. Why would you teach it that? Want to be on their good side when the inevitable happens. Train. I've always loved trains and trams. Not monorails though. Thinking they're better than everyone because they're up in the air. Interesting. Books. Why your parents... Okay. Bad Baby incites a riot. These don't seem like children's books to me. They look familiar. Have I arrested you before? Yeah, in Alice's room. Floating book. Oh, that's not right. Neat trick. What magic did you learn that from, kid? Not magic, it's... nothing. Interesting. I think we've covered everything here for now. Let's check out the next one. If I use this metal strip with the button. This should make the button conductive. Receive conductive button. I've used it on here now. It should work, but I need to find somebody with the skills to wire it up. Okay. Let's go to the reading room. Painting. Professor Theodore Library, inventor of the library. Nope, not one word of that was true. Oh, hello, miss. I wasn't expecting anyone to be here. Oh, hello, my name's... This is it Roxa? I'm here to study the strange going-ons. I guess that's why you're here too, detective. Oh, sure, that's me. Always investigating stuff on purpose. Want to share what you found? Well, it's not much, but there seems to be a strange concentration of energy in the next room. I'm searching the internet for a way to be able to see whatever it actually is. My tongue decided to do its own thing there, whatever it is. Well, let me know if you find anything. Look, time always seems to stand still in boring places like libraries. Awkward. Who doesn't need chalk in the 21st century? Most people? A fair point. Rox's books. Hope there's nothing contraband in this pile. I wish. And you know what I mean. You look uncomfortable, Dooley. It's this whole reading room thing. I mean, should we be reading right now? Can I not read anywhere else? Does the room itself read? And if so, what does it read? You have a special mind, Dooley. Chief Scully says that's why she assigned me to your department. Oh, wow. Microfilm room? Let's go in there in a second. I'm gonna check the hobby DIY first. Hobby books. Turning duct tape into pants. Make your nethers sustainable. Huh? He looks like he's jumping. You jump too if somebody shoved a whole pole up your behind. Yeah. Wait a minute. These are printouts of children's arts. Look at Mr. Moneybags and his deep pockets. Rich enough that he can pay child artists for original works. This guy. Please. Oh yeah, it's the same thing. Pots and brushes. Why are these fake? Well, you can't have kids painting over the books. That's true. How to do DIY yourself. I'm really good at DIY. I get my sister to do it for me. Okay. Microfilm room. Computer. Let's see what we can find online. You didn't say the magic word. Looks like I need to figure out the password. Box of microphone. It's radiating energy, like Roxa said. I think that may be a clue. Possibly. It's just too much here to take. Even my pockets have their limits. Okay. It's broken film. No, sorry, it's broken. If I wanted to look at any microfilm, I'll need to find another way to do so. We have this reader. Almost too big. It's a square peg, round hole situation. A square peg, round hole situation. Wow, a filing cabinet. Why would anyone have so many filings that they need a cabinet to store them in? Okay, we need to figure out the password. Let's go talk to the receptionist or librarian. Can I have the internet password, please? Can give you access to all my juicy manuscripts. No chance. Doris, I need that password for my investigation. I need those books kept safe until my genius is recognized. So no. If you need anything else, I'll be here, unless I'm not. The library card of one smug-faced Paul Conway. Okay, well, let's try... Was there anything else here? No, Devin. Who are you talking to, kid? I'm not telling you anything. I've heard what happens to people who do a snitch. Modern media is already making our job hard. Is there anything else here? I don't think so. So, ghost hunting, a detective? And that's classified because there's a whole bunch of eerie mumbo jumbo going on here. So you noticed then. I'm majoring in the occult at TLU. You can do that? I thought all that stuff was banned. Somebody has to catalog and ban it all, detective. Right. It's all fairly hush-hush. So what does one study with occultism? whatever you want. I went with computer science, so I wouldn't be studying too practical subjects. Good call, Roxa. From experience, I can tell you that the occult doesn't pay much. Hey, I study computer science. That's me. Maybe. Okay. Come on, Frankie, you can do better than that. Is that what he calls himself? Let me try presenting this old library card to the receptionist. I would hand this in just yet. I may need it. Or what? Maybe it's silence. Let's try silence. Let's see what we can find online. The password. Okay. Anything else here that I missed, perhaps? What to take? Glue. But it could be useful. Oh, we received glue. Call that plan B. Okay. I don't know where I'd need glue. Where would I need glue? Let me just... I'd rather try something else first. Okay. Try doing this. Come on, Frankie, you can do better than that. Yeah. Where could we use the glue? Okay. Nothing there. Wait, hold on, let me read that again. What did the rabbi and the priest talk about in the library? I don't know. Nothing. Libraries are a place of quiet respect and solitude, which they were both representing. No, both respecting, sorry. You need to work on your stand-up material. Let's try using the glue on the chessboard. Let's call that plan B. Let's try it. I'd like to. Okay, not really sure what to do here, to be honest. Is there something in the office that needs gluing? Office supplies on. Never know when I'll need to cut something in half, or a lazy approximation of half. Didn't see the scissors before. Should I do this? Okay, no. Well, I've destroyed some historical material. Let's hope there was a point to this. You've been cut up, it's too much to carry. Looks like I'll need to bring something here. Well, it fits. Let's look at what I didn't accidentally chop out of Twin Lakes' recent history. Spider mods. Do it again. Do it again. Sounds like they were on some kind of winning streak instead of having burnt down yet another stadium. Major staff cuts at City Library. Budgetary cutbacks have seen the local library reduced to a skeleton staff. I know Doris is old, but that seems a bit unfair. It means very few people. Oh, yep, just Doris now, and she's actually a retired volunteer. Tough times, tough times. Computer stock goes up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A. I shouldn't have read that aloud. I think I may have just summoned something. Crackpot detective claims teenagers' tags were a ritual meant to show the dead that walk among us. I remember this kid. What the? Hello? Who are you and how did you get here? Alistair Crowley. I am that which can never be unseen. The ooze from your nightmares, the knower of the unknown. Right, that's not very helpful if I'm honest. Help is there for those that know how to take it. Okay then, I'll bite. Tell me, oh knower of the unknown, what's going on here? I don't rightly know. right. But I do know that the coward Yates is protecting a hidden room, one that holds vast power and treasures. No doubt that which is responsible for the spectral summoning of myself and the others lies within. The others. Detective, who are you talking to? Excuse me. I'm talking to... You know what? I don't even know how to explain this. What was that all that again? Yates' secret room had power within. We cool, bro? We're cool. Yates. Oh, is this... Oh, here's Yates. Pray, sir, a moment of your time. It's W.B. Yates. Another? Another? Ah, another spirit. Yes, then with your question you have answered my own. Forgive me, but I wish to know if you have seen on her travels that scoundrel Crowley. Forcefully mysterious man in a silly hat. The very same. I knew he lurked here, but somewhere. You mentioned a hidden room? Yes, but on the matter I shall say no more, not until the beast is gone. But I just wanted... Not a word more, sir, not a word more. Beast. Sorry? Oh, it's Gale. Okay, I don't know. Are you an author too? I don't recognize you. Aye, but not like young toughs with their literary fiction. I wrote useful stuff like house wiring and how to do your own plumbing. You could fix the elevator? With right gear I could, aye. I need a button. Mind? This button replaced the broken one in the elevator. Let me see. Looks like it'll do job. Here's a few minutes to pop it in place. Thanks for fixing the elevator, Gale. Happy to help. It were fun doing something useful again. Okay, let's go to horror. Oh look, Doris must have finally fixed the elevator button. No, it was... never mind. Okay. Looks like you can get to the roof through here. If it's locked, I'd rather not go back out in that storm. Cards. A collection of books that don't seem to fit anywhere else in the library, like How to Cook a Dinosaur, if you ever catch one. The Internet and other fads. Architecture of the Mind by Sarah Bell. And MMO Accountancy, being the fictional banker you always knew you were. My goodness, those quality reads. It's Edgar Allan Poe, I don't know what he sounded like. You barely make teenagers whimper, Howie. Only because they cannot fathom the dread I conjure, Eddie. You play on common cliches, your penny dreadfuls like true horror, at best spooky pulp. Your best works aren't even written by you. Charlatan, fraud, undead trickster. If you feel that way, then why did you hide my work, Eddie? Again I say, I do not have your book. You probably hid it because it was too scary for you. God, you're an infuriating man. AL, lemons for every meal. CD, the dead person murders. ST, stabfest full. What's going on here? I didn't take his blasted book, it was that childish blighted book. Why don't you tell him that? He will not listen to me, he's convinced I hid it so more people would borrow my books over his. Nonsense, I care not for his current zeitgeist. My works are vastly superior. He is being such a child. I am clearly the greater horror writer. I tore apart the minds of a generation with my atheistic horror. With your atheistic rubbish. Right, I'll have you, mate. Come at me, you sickly twerp. You two, stop it, or I'll put you both in some kind of supernatural slammer. You started it. Oh, I never. It was you and your... I don't care who started it, I'm putting a stop to it. Wait right here, and not a peep. Enid Blyton, she would be in children's, wouldn't she? I think you should read this one. I read this one, I thought it was good. What's it about? Oh, what does Enid Blyton sound like? She's a bit racist. I mean, what? Story about this kid who can see dead people. Oh, that's not for me. I don't think she was Irish. I'm scared of ghosts. Excuse me, did you steal Lovecraft's book? He and that Poe fellow won't stop fighting over which one has the more frightful book. I took his book in the hopes it would stop their arguing. It seems to have just made it worse. Well, I shan't give it back until they stop their silly bickering. I just shan't. How am I meant to stop those two fighting? That is not my concern. You want this book? You stop their fight. There's got to be a scarier book than those around here. Surely that would stop their bickering. Anne and Barry face financial ruin. Kindergarten Kate summons the devil. Oh, Pratchett! Adams, I don't know. Adams. Oh, hey, big fan of your work. Thanks. Not you. Terry Pratchett. And, read your detective books. Oh! That Adams. Oh, we're actually coming a little close to when we have to end the stream, so let's keep going. I read your detective books, wonderfully over the top. Sci-fi books. Dr. Hume's thrilling adventures through grammar and structure. The library of books. Something more horrifying. Might be this one. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Can I sign up for one? No, I'm too busy reading my book to help. Suds. Julie, can I use your card? It still has fines on it. I bet you wish you'd let me make a deal now, huh? Why is the window onto the roof locked? For health and safety reasons. Can I get the key? Afraid not. Why? For health and safety reasons. You changed your voice, by the way. If you do anything else, I'll be here unless I'm not. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books? Like this one? Like this one, yes. Oh good. Not this one. It's not yours. That's not even your face on it. Harumph. Then what can I use that for? Yeah. Yeah, I want to borrow her book, it's part of the game I'm playing. The game also involves me pretending to talk to invisible people. No need for further questions. Everything has been answered satisfactorily. Goodbye. Okay, well, let's ask... I met your friend, Yates. He says you won't stop spying on him. I find it most joyous to torment the man. He says you want into that room you mentioned. I do. Bored here. I need something to do, something to read. Why not use that computer to go online? 2 words, safe search. Oh, right. Maybe I can find something, some kind of a workaround. Please, just stay here and don't do anything. Okay, we've already got all that. Oh wait, there are different shelves. It kills. Murder. The pain giver. Baby. From access to 0 oxygen, a murderer's primer. Everyone's guilty. Haunted place. Everywhere snakes. The quirky killings. Underwhelmer. They yearn for blood. Handle. These are one hell of an atmospheric fire hazard. Creepy bookshelf. This is one creepy looking bookshelf. Okay. No. Photocopier. I really don't want to put my face on there, but I really need a picture of myself. Things I do for this one. Oh yeah, okay, cool. I know what to do now. Figured it out. I feel like I'm back in kindergarten art class. Sticky photo. This is going to be the least convincing fake ID. This is going to be the least convincing fake ID I've seen in all my years as a kid. There we go. Okay, cool. Now we can use it. Oh wow. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books, like this one. Oh, well then here you go, Paul. Paul, my name is Paul. Like it says on the card, my card, Paul, Paul, Paul. Trashy novel. Bit of horror. That's so uncomfortable. Is this my book? No, it isn't. Yeah, it is not. What is it? The most horrific novel ever written, and it's not written by either of you. Let me see that. Teenage girl, blah blah blah, reverse vampire, blah blah blah, love story. It sounds terrifying. Its mere existence gives me shivers. Do you agree it's more horrific than your works? Will you stop squabbling? Agreed? Agreed. Can you believe something so hideous exists? Can you believe it's so popular? Circle must be turning in his grave. I hope the poor chap doesn't know. Bram Stoker is the reference. Well, they're gone, but now what? I guess I could just tie up some of the other ghostly ends. Yes, I can. Now we can get the book from Enid Blyton. I've got them to agree on the scariest book. Can I have that novel now? Good. I don't see why you'd want this vile thing, but I did promise. Here. Lovecraft novel. Aw, you ruined the kid's illusion, detective. Why would you do that? Okay, where... Okay, I know where. I think we'll solve this one, boys. I'd rather try something else first. What? I met your friend Yates, okay. He says mentioned idea on most board here. I need something to do, something to read. Why not use that computer? Keywords, safe search. Alright, maybe I can please stay and do anything. I'm trying to give you. What? Okay, let me ask Yates. Again, I say that you and I, sir, shall not converse while Crowley lurks awaiting a slip of my tongue. The indescribable rending things that rend indescribably. Sounds about right. Why can't I give you that book? How did you get past the internet blocks? Up to something naughty, detective. Me? No, but I have this friend who needs to get past the library firewall. That's quite well protected, surprisingly. I think Doris was worried somebody would hack in to steal her unpublished fanfiction, but I figured out the admin password so I can bypass the block. Want me to give it to you so you can use it too, please? Admin password. Okay. Want to... Let's see what we can find online. Looks like you figure out the part. Oh, fine, I'll just do that then. Now Crowley should be able to browse to his heart's content. I'll let him know. Okay, I've set it up so you should be able to browse whatever you want. No restrictions. Excellent. You may want to stick around for this. You may not want to stick around for this. Right, I'll leave you to your business. So, just the door on the way out. Shut the door. Wow, my reading is. This is what happens when I don't read, I guess. I just forget how to. I sense. Yes, the beast's eyes are focused elsewhere. There is clear now. Well, clear is maybe not the term I'd use. Going in, sir? Never mind, just don't go into that room if you can avoid it. As you suggest. Now, what's all this about a hidden room? I'll show you what I can. There's a place hidden behind the horror section on the 4th floor. The source of the phantasmic pollution afflicting this building is within. How do I get in? One of the books in the L section is Oliva. Bulletin fix this. Don't speak now. Hear that, Dooley? Hear what? Oh yes, of course, we need to get to the 4th floor and open the secret room using one of the books in the L section. Wait, how do you know all this? Intuition? Horror. Do you know what's cool? It's 4, because it's 4 dots. Anyway. L. The book Yates mentioned is missing. I didn't know you were a fan of Lovecraft. You're looking at the Lovecraft section, a bit too godless for my tastes. The Lovecraft novel, you say? Here goes nothing. That seemed to fit with a curious clicking noise. Right, now we pull this in. Well, there's the hidden door Yates and Crowley were talking about. Creepy doorways are a recurring motif I'm not too fond of. Let me guess, staying here to cover me again? You got it in one, detective. Try to avoid getting knocked out this time. Spooky doorway. What the? What is all this? Magica. Aleister Crowley's Guide to the Popular Wizard Game. The Gnostic Guides to Ghouls and Ghosts. Rituals for Modern Rituals. These are all contraband occult books. This is quite the nasty church trove. Why didn't I know about this stuff? baseball cap. What a strange thing to find. Shelley. Oh, author of Frankenstein. Baby Shelley. So, what are you doing here? Like the moth to a flame, I'm drawn to the eldritch energies emitted from this book. I like spooky books, and I just made them like candles to up the spook factor. So, normal library fare this. Skull. Exposed wire. Exposed wire. Those loose wires seem to run to the roof. Books. The periodic table of secret magic elements. A copy of Ripley's Cast It or Not. It seems to be open on the Summoned Spirits page. Maybe if I close it, this whole mess will sort itself out. Ouch. It seems to be charged by this faulty wiring. I don't know where it goes. Small hole I don't fit. I don't fit, but maybe I can drop something down to see where it lands. Hope this works. Crash. I have to find where that landed, hopefully without having caused any damage. Books. The Necronomicon. Cyclopedia Cookbook. Or it said. Okay, whatever. Same. Oh, we're actually at the end of the stream time, so I need to hurry up a bit. Children's section. What's all this noise? I can't hear myself read. So, kid, what do you know about the other side of that vent? I didn't mean to do it. Do what? I was lonely, so I went exploring. I found all these neat new books, but the one I read was scary and I ran off. And the ghosts arrived, but I like them because now I have friends. See, he meant no harm. Troublemaker, arrest him, breaking and entering into your room of illegal books. Let's say both sets of charges cancel each other out. Only if you get rid of the ghosts and find somewhere else to go once in a while. And join me in the Blood Wolves. Blood Wolves? The mayor stopped paying the dib tax, so we had to change from scouts. You okay with that, kid? Sure. That's great, but back to the task at hand. We need to stop energy flowing into the building and into that book. You'll need to get to the lightning conductor on the roof. Here, have the key. Julie, we're going to the roof. But it's raining outside. Great. That wasn't here before. In hindsight, that was dangerous. Thankfully, nobody got hurt. You blighter, that could have killed me. Except that you're already dead. Police brutality, that's what this is. It's not, but hey. Here we go. I suppose I've already ducked out of one room. In this case, I knew I played that card too soon. You did, buddy, you did. Reading. All of that wiring from the secret room and it leads to the roof. Do you need me to go all the way up there? Scared of heights? Yeah. The energy seems to be coming from here, but it's too powerful to go near. This is one heck of a light show. So, what do I need to do? Get down as soon as possible? Looks like the circuit is connecting the book downstairs to this aerial. Guess I should break that circuit and wire the aerial to the lightning rod so the power has somewhere to go. Okay. Ouch, my hand. Look, detective, the storm is dying out. Imagine that. Okay, we should be able to close the book now. Down to balcony. Go back inside. This way. Close book. And we closed the book on this case. Or Pratchett and Adams. Ooh, we did it. Trunk's filled, detective. Though I don't see why we had to take all those books. Dooley, they're contraband. Heavy contraband. We've an agreement then, Doris? You don't find me for having the books. I don't sue the kid for entering the vault. I go back to business. Sans haunting. Should also get that wiring fixed. Ugh, fine. Come on, Dooley. Let's get back to the office. See you at cab, Mr. Dooley. See you there, Devin. Case closed. We did it. And we just ran 5 minutes over time. But yeah, okay, this was a lot of fun. We'll probably